Hi, it's Revcast. Do you know what one of the most annoying things is for me as a hard polytheistic pagan? It is to stroll along in TikTok and find these witch talk lives where they think just because they read a book or they were told something by some guru that they know everything and that their shit doesn't stink. Well, I'm sorry. If you're going to say that all witches are pagans, I'm going to call you out on that. Because you don't have to be pagan to be a witch. You don't have to even believe in a deity or deities to be a witch. You don't have to have divine energy. Where does the energy come from then? I was asked in the live I was just in. From oneself, from the world around them. Well, where does that all come from? I'm going to give you the most accurate answer in the world. I don't know. I don't care. I do believe in deity. I do use energy from outside myself, but it is coming from the world. The world is an energetic place. Existence is ecstatic. If you think that you have to be worshiping some kind of ancient pagan deity in order to practice witchcraft, then, well, you're only getting half of it, if that. Because you don't have to. The energy truly comes from yourself. It may be channeled through you from some other entity, being, source, whatever, but it's coming from you. If you don't know what you're doing, it's not going to work. And you don't have to believe in Hecate or the Morrigan or anybody else in order to practice witchcraft. You don't have to. And those who say that druids are witches, even the OBOD would disagree with that. No, 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 no. Druids are druids. Witches are witches. There are druids who practice witchcraft, but you cannot be a witch practicing druidry unless you're also a druid. Just like you cannot be a voodoo practitioner and call yourself pagan, because it's not the same thing. You can't do hoodoo and call yourself pagan, because it's not the same thing. Now, if you combine those closed traditions with a more open tradition, then yeah, maybe you could call yourself a pagan or call yourself a witch or whatever. But no, they're not all the same goddamn thing. And yes, I know I'm coming off hot on this, but that's because I'm sick of it. All of these white lighter, fluffy bunny, tree hugging, hippie granola crunching crystal weenies in Witch Talk and elsewhere are annoying as all get out. I've been dealing with shit like this since the 90s. I'm tired of it. I'm going to call people out on their bullshit. Usually I try to do it a little bit more civilly. Yeah, the creator whose live I was in blocked me from their live. That's their right. And everybody in the panel decided that I was a Karen. I don't give a shit. Call me a Karen if you want to. Call me an asshole if you want to. But when I see shit like that, I'm going to call it out. It's not the first time I've gone into that particular creator's live and caused a stir because of all of the white lighter, fluffy bunny, tree hugging, hippie granola munching crystal weenies that think that their shit doesn't stink. I'm sorry. Read a little bit more. Go back further than the 1980s. Oh, if you even went that far. Take a look at what it is that you are actually practicing. If you want to disregard all of what came before you read your first book, go for it. But don't try to claim that you know everything under the sun. I don't try to claim I know everything under the sun. I just know when I smell bullshit. And I'm not talking the stuff out in the pasture. I'm talking the stuff that comes out of the mouths of these baby witches and these baby pagans who think that they know it all. You can read all the books in the world. You could even fly back in time to the Library of Alexandria and you still wouldn't know it all. Okay? So, yeah, I'm a little hot. I'm a little irritated. I am somebody who, I'd go so far as to say I proudly try to tick off Witch Talk. Why? Because they need an awakening. I may be the one to give them a little bit of a pointer in the right direction. I'm not the one that's going to wake them up, though. They need to wake themselves up. They need to pick up some books. They need to commune with their gods, if they have them, and figure it out for themselves. But not all witches are pagans. That was the whole thing. Not all witches are pagans. There's voodoo practitioners that it could fall under witchcraft, but it's a closed tradition. So maybe it's not witchcraft. It certainly the hell isn't paganism. There are hoodoo practitioners. Same thing. A druid is a druid, a witch is a witch, a Hellenic is a Hellenic. They're a pagan. A druid is a pagan, but not all witches are pagans. Capiche? Get it? Alrighty. I've gone off long enough on this. I'm starting to repeat myself, probably getting a little annoying to a few people. So, blessings to you all in whatever form that seems to be most appropriate for you with your belief system or lack of belief system. And peace be with you. If I know you, I love you. If I don't, well, too bad.